Rabies. The word itself may seem foreign or alien to most people. What is it exactly? Is it a food? Is it an object? Oh, it must be a species of rabbit. Unfortunately, it's none of the above. Rabies is a deadly, cruel, and dreadful disease that affects mammals, including us, humans. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished judges, and honorable members of the floor, my name is Caydmon, and the title of my speech is Rabies, a deadly disease and global health concern. Rabies is an extremely fatal disease that claims around 60,000 lives a year. 60,000! There are many factors contributing to this egregious toll, but one that's often unheard of is misinformation. It's simply because no one is aware of the existence of this disease, especially in developing countries. Did you know 60% of deaths occur in Asian countries like Indonesia, India, and Malaysia, most of which are developing and do not have the abundant resources of countries like the US? Speaking from personal experience, my cousin was a victim of rabies. My young and naive self at the time was puzzled as why he had to move to a better place. Later, I would find out that it was his own family dog that bit and transmitted the disease to him. You see, despite rabies being able to infect any mammal, 99% of the time, it's domestic dogs, man's best friend, that spreads this disease. Both adults and children are prone to rabies. Did you know a staggering 40% of cases are children just under the age of 15? Could you imagine a child just shy of my age dying to rabies? The virus transmits when the saliva of a rabid animal enters a wound via an animal bite, a scratch, or even just through orifices. Most younger children would think nothing much about a minor mishap when interacting with pets, and as a result, they will not inform anyone of the seemingly innocent injury. Could you imagine to the horror of the parents when the child succumbs to rabies? But alas, the worst is not the death, but the sheer torture the patients experience. The true danger of rabies is when symptoms first appear. Confusion, vomiting, and severe fevers are just some of the many symptoms of rabies. The rabies virus is at its worst when the fear of water, of hydrophobia as it's more commonly known, appears. Now, why is this dangerous, you ask? Many people are afraid of water. Well, this time, it's much more concerning. It makes them fearful, even the sights of water, as if they are haunted by it. They are unable to touch or even consume it. The victims will experience extreme dehydration, even with the aid of medical personnel. It is precisely because of this that causes the victims to die a slow and gruesome death. This dire situation, coupled with the other terrible symptoms, causes the astronomically high fatality rate of almost 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, now, remember at the beginning of my speech how I mentioned the tragic death of my cousin? He perished to this disease because of the lack of a vaccine and the lack of information about rabies. If he had just been vaccinated a few days earlier, he could have survived. The rabies virus can be prevented with the swift administering of a vaccine post-transmission. That is why animal bites should never be underestimated, and that is why I urge everyone to not be afraid to get vaccinated, so that people do not have to die from rabies again. People like my cousin don't have to die again. A bite should always get checked out, no matter the severity or size. I'm sure by now, the causes, symptoms, and most importantly, the prevention measures are transparent. It is not just a local problem, but a global issue, a disease that concerns all humans. So let us band together to overcome this disease. As the famous story writer Ryunosuke Satoru once said, individually, we are but one drop, but together, we are an ocean. Let us, as humanity, join hands, not as a puddle, but as an ocean, to drown this disease for the betterment, development, and well-being of our future. Thank you.